especially all those deep-fried delicacies on a stick.
But Eric Hansen got an early taste at a new heart attack-inducing one this year, deep-fried butter on a stick.
Maybe you've heard, to honor the butter cow's 100th birthday, they're selling butter on a stick at the Iowa State Fair, but it doesn't actually look like this, because a stick of butter, that would be just gross. So at a fair known for wild food, Larry Fife knew he had both an opportunity and that grossness in front of him.
Yeah, whenever you say butter on a stick, people think of a stick of butter and it running down their face and everything, and it just doesn't sound too good.
So he started by shoving a stick into a creamy slab.
1/8 of a pound of butter, and we dip it
into a batter that's heavy on cinnamon and honey. Once it has a thick coating, it visits the fryer for 3 oily minutes. Then, once it resurfaces, it's coated with glaze. But take a bite, and you'll find out that fryer melted most of the butter.
You're not biting into no stick of butter, no. It's all melted, most of it into the mix. There's a little bit of butter might run out yet, but the lion's share of it melts right into the mix.
Juicing up
the butter kind of leaks all over me, and
that breakfasty batter.
It tastes like kind of like a cinnamon roll, kind of.
One person that tried it said it reminded them of French toast.
No one will mistake a fried butter log for health food.
Probably not.
But Larry's pretty sure the $4 item will be a juicy hit. So how does it actually taste? There's no mistaking it is butter. It's really good too. You can taste that cinnamon inside of it as well. Just try it for yourself. You're just going to have to come out here and... At the Iowa State Fair, Eric Hansen, News Channel 8, Iowa's news leader.
You hadn't planned on that, had you?
Oh my gosh, look at that butter leaking out all over his pants. I don't know, I'm not sure I can do it. And I've eaten everything out at the fair.
If you are interested, there is only one place selling the deep-fried butter on a stick right across from the Ye Old Mill, the Sky Glider, and the Midway, in that food triangle where everything conceivable is available on a stick.
Yeah, put that on your map.
A trip to the grocery store ended very badly for a Chandler man after he accidentally shot himself in the groin. ABC 15's Corey Rangel is live in Chandler. Corey, police calling this an accident, but how did it happen?
State police tell me the man had the gun tucked into his pants. When it fired, it hit him squarely where it hurt the most.
I don't really know what to say about that. That's, wow. Yeah, I'm baffled right now.
What happened in this parking lot is hard for guys to even imagine.
Definitely makes me cringe, without a doubt. I mean, what man wouldn't?
Very painful. Very, 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 very painful.
Chandler police say a man accidentally shot his penis after tucking his girlfriend's pink pistol in the waistband of his pants. And police tell me the bullet just didn't hit his groin.
The round went through his penis into his left leg and exited his left leg.
The man had to be taken to the hospital for surgery, but all of the guys I talked with took a shot. Careless, they say the man was.
I think you should learn how to handle a gun a little better.
I mean, if you don't know what you're dealing with, then don't handle a gun. You just can't. You know, you got to be responsible.
So no sympathy for the guy.
I mean, like I said, I feel bad for the guy, but at the same time, it's kind of his fault.
And police say this is a reminder that people should always treat guns loaded. And even though this was an accident, police say the man could face weapons charges. We're live in Chandler. Corey Rangel, ABC 15 News.
It was already a tall order. Not only was Chinese tightrope walker Samaiti Aishan attempting to cross a wire suspended 100 metres in the air, but a wire that was attached to 2 hot air balloons. Unfortunately for this intrepid stuntman, a strong air current over China's Hunan province on Saturday meant he lost his balance and fell from the wire. For most of us, that might have been considered game over, but not for the spirited Mr. Aishan. After dangling for a bit, he hoisted himself back on and finished the journey, narrowly avoiding another fall on his arrival at the other end.
It seems like a safe bet that Rupert Premelmoser won't be giving his teenager driving lessons anytime soon. On Tuesday, his 17-year-old daughter was driving while he was in the passenger seat when their small car ended up in a raging river and was swept 150 yards downstream. He and his daughter were talking. She was not looking at where she was going in their small Austrian hometown. She then drove off the side of the road, and before her father could turn the car back onto the road, it slowly pitched down an embankment and into the river. A number of people saw what happened, and firefighters were able to rescue both the girl and her father after about 20 minutes. Turns out, rescuers knew the pair well because Rupert is a firefighter. The firefighters were able to save the car as well, which was dried out in a nearby parking lot. For MSNBC.com, I'm Al Starrett.
In news around the state tonight, caught breaking into prison. A former Folsom Prison inmate was captured after authorities say he was jumping inside the fence in what investigators say may have been a trip down memory lane. Really? Here's Action News reporter Mike Tassell.
48-year-old Marvin Lane Ushery is the suspect that those who live near Folsom Prison are now describing this way.
Sounds like the crazy, dumb criminals that you hear about all the time.
Late last night, a thermal imaging camera similar to this captured video of someone jumping over the fence and into New Folsom Prison.
Get out of here, are you kidding?
Investigators said the suspect parked his own bicycle at the very spot along Folsom Lake Crossing where he snuck in. For more than 7 hours, investigators say Ushery, a parolee who recently served time for robbery inside New Folsom Prison, eluded capture within the prison's property.
He was hiding face down in the grass, trying not to be detected.
Now listen to the reason that this suspect gave investigators for trying to break back into prison.
The only reason he gave for being on our grounds was that he was reminiscing, because he is currently on active parole and he was serving time here at some point.
So reminiscing about the times that he spent at New Folsom.
It must have been a great time for him.
He told the investigators the reason he went back. He said he wanted to reminisce about his time there.
Yeah, I bet he does. There'd be a lot of reminiscing.
It's Mike Tassell reporting for us. Investigators say they found no evidence yet to confirm their suspicion he was trying to smuggle something in. Meantime, prison officials say New Folsom Prison is vulnerable to the hiding or dumping of contraband because it has an unsecured fence line accessible to minimum security inmates.